right now we're at such a crucial point, in this minor traumatic brain injury slash concussion time frame where, the desire to know so much about it is high.
Dr. Christian Goulet has been giving talks about concussions for years, and for years he had some trouble trying to get people to listen to him. And then came the Sidney Crosby hit, and then Derek Boogaard died, and then Rick Rippon died, and then Wade Belak died. And now people are quite eager to listen. In fact, when he started this clinic in Canada, the first of its kind in Ottawa, dealing with concussions and sports injuries, he saw numbers that he didn't even expect.
Concussions really have, dominated my practice over the last couple months, really starting in October, November. I think the word is getting out now, so I'm really inundated seeing, 10 plus concussions a day.
For a variety of reasons, kids are bigger these days than they used to be, and that is one of the leading contributors to there being more concussions.
These 16-year-old kids, 6 foot, 180 pounds, generating more force, causing more concussions. So there's definite higher risk now than there was a few years ago, for sure.
And at some point, it may be time for them to pull the plug on their hockey playing careers, as fledgling as they may be. Now, having practiced in both the United States and in Canada, Dr. Goulet says he notices quite a difference with parents here in this country, that they are willing to listen to that argument more so. If they've had 3 or 4 concussions and they're only 16 years old, maybe it's not worth it in the long run. And he often will run by some numbers, including 99.97% of kids in minor hockey never go on to play hockey professionally. And those that do will only play on average about 80 games. That's one season. And he asks them, what do you intend to do with the rest of your life?
In one part, it's disturbing and concerning, but the other part, the awareness is up now. I think, when we were younger athletes playing, that, we didn't see doctors for concussions and it was all brushed aside. So at least people are now seeking attention, which is, part of the battle.
Dr. Glazer says that there are players in the NHL skating around right now who have suffered multiple concussions, maybe upwards of 10. Not all of them will suffer in the same way, but certainly at its most extreme, concussions can be very frightening.
When you get hit in the head, basically what it is, it's a neurometabolic / neurochemical changes in your brain. So part of the cell is actually microscopically damaged, and you get minor brain swelling as well. And all this really interferes with the way that the brain can communicate. And your brain has to correct that, and to correct that it takes time, because it's well documented that if you come back too early, you're more likely to get a concussion, and the concussion you get could be significantly worse. The other thing that's extremely rare, but it's catastrophic if it happens, is something called second impact syndrome. And it's a controversial phenomenon, primarily only in kids, that if a kid comes back too early, still symptomatic, and he gets hit in the head again, his brain undergoes this uncontrolled brain swelling, and there's a 70 to 80% mortality rate with this, and the 20 to 30% of the kids that survive generally don't do quite well.
In Ottawa, Doug Hempstead for Sun News.